Shalom Israel first. I want to give all praise, glory, honor to Yahweh by Shemel Shah, by Shem Kakadash. They're going to see Apostle Ezra Millstone, Peace Meditation from Authority of Israel. And for this lesson, I want to title it Maximize Your Lot, or something like that. And really just going into how, in this body of ours, truth, everyone has their role to play. Everyone has their part to play, all right? And what the Lord has given you, we got, what the Lord has given us, we got to make the best of it. All right, because as we're about to read, let me read Matthew 25 and 15. It says, I'll start at 14 for context. It says, "For the kingdom of heaven is as a man travailing into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods." All right, that man is Yahushua. It says, "And unto one he gave 5 talents, and another 2, and another 1. To every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey." All right, so there's different measures of faith. There's different measures each man has been given. Each man has been given his specific portion. All right, and what the Lord has given you, you gotta use. You gotta make use of what the Lord has given you. You can't be as a napkin nigga. As we're about to read. It says, and then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same and made them 5 other talents. And likewise he that had received 2, he also gained other 2. But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money. After a long time the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them. And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. All right, and that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be working, laboring, for increase. All right. It says, his Lord said unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. All right. And, if you want to be a ruler, you want to be an aristocrat in the kingdom. Well, guess what? It starts now. You're not just going, well, I ain't gonna say it starts now. It starts with this truth. All right. It says, he also that had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents beside them. His Lord said unto him, Well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. It says, and then he that had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine. His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gather where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, then on my coming I should have received my own with usury. Take therefore the talent from him, and give it unto him that had 10 talents. For unto everyone that For unto everyone that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance. From him that hath not shall be taken away even that which he had. All right. So ultimately, this napkin nigga, he's slothful. He didn't care. He put it off, and he wasn't working. He wasn't laboring. All right. Therefore, the Lord, as it says, and cast ye the unprofitable servant into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. All right, and so ultimately destruction. All right, and that's not what we want. All right, so therefore, we got to be working. All right, we gotta work, to the best of our ability. All right, yeah. 1 Corinthians, it was 12. Yeah. All right, just to go more in depth of there's different members of the body. All right, 1 Corinthians 12. And 4 says, Now there are diversities of gifts, but the same Spirit, and there are differences of administrations, but the same Lord. Let me skip down. I started at the 9th verse. It says, To another, faith by the same Spirit. To another, gifts of healing by the same Spirit. To another, the working of miracles. To another, prophecy. To another, discerning of spirits. To another, diverse kinds of tongues. To another, the interpretation of tongues. All right, and there's men that can speak different languages. There's men that are better teachers than others, I guess you could say. Like prophets. As we're about to read on down, it says, but all these work at that one and the self same Spirit, dividing to every man severally as he will. For as the body is one and hath many members, and all the members of that one body, being many, are one body, so also is Yahushua. All right. Let's keep reading. 14th verse. For the body is not one member, but many. If the foot shall say, because I am not the hand, I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? And if the ear shall say, because I am not the eye, am I not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? If the whole body were an eye, where were the healing? If the whole were hearing, where were the smelling? All right, so there's different, each brother has their different function in the body. And, we got to pray to the Lord to reveal unto us, what our function is, so we can maximize, our use, our talent, in forwarding the body, I guess you could say. Forwarding, you know what I'm saying. It says, but now hath the Most High set the members, every one of them in the body, as it hath pleased him. All right, so don't think you're unprofitable just because you're a new brother, and you see brothers around. They might be on a higher level than you, so on and so forth. It's not for you to get discouraged. It's ultimately understanding that the Lord, He wanted you where you're at that specific time. Because if He wanted you to be, I guess an elder in this truth, well, guess what? You would have been in the truth way before. All right, so what we got now is what we gotta I guess you said what we gotta play with. All right, the cards we've been dealt, that's what we gotta play with. All right. But let me 21, it says, and the eye cannot say unto the hand, I have no need of thee, nor again the head to the feet, I have no need of you. Nay, much more those members of the body which seem to be more feeble are necessary. All right, just going back into what I was saying, don't get discouraged. Don't think that, you're unprofitable. Or, you may think you play no part, but you play a major role. All right. It says, and those members, because I heard an example, say, you're a pinky, right? You don't understand, you don't realize how important your pinky is, until your pinky start hurting and shit, because you may be thinking, I don't really do much for my pinky, but let your pinky be injured, you're gonna realize how necessary your pinky is. So then those members of the body which we think to be less honorable, upon these we bestow more abundant honor, and our uncomely parts have more abundant comeliness. For our comely parts have no need, but the Most High tempered the body together, having given more abundant honor to that part which lacked, that there should be no schism in the body, but that the members should have the same care one for another. And whether one member suffer, all the members suffer with it, or one member be honored, all the members rejoice with it. Now you're the body of Yahushua, members in particular. And the Most High summoned the church, first apostles, secondarily prophets, thirdly teachers, after that miracles, then gifts of healings, helps, governments, diversities of tongues. And these are different gifts, all right? And not every brother is going to be an apostle or a prophet. You got some helps. You got some that are gifts of healings, brothers that are into the herbs and whatnot. Diversity of tongues, brothers that can speak multiple languages. Each we all have a part to play in. All right, it's all about finding where you fit in and doing what you got to do. All right. Are all apostles? Are all prophets? Are all teachers? Are all workers of miracles? Have all the gifts of healing? Do all speak with tongues? Do all interpret? But covet earnestly the best gifts, and yet show I unto you a more excellent way. All right, so we're ultimately, as just to 1 Corinthians 14:39, wherefore, brethren, covet to prophesy and forbid not to speak with tongues. All right, so that's really what we should be, striving for, is to be ultimately prophets. All right, because being a prophet, that's the highest office. That's over a king. So, hopefully, this is well said. I'm on break right now. I gotta get going. So, Lord, when this lesson was edifying, well said. We give all praise, glory, honor to Yahweh, Bashim Yahshua, Bashim Kakadash. Next time, shalom.